God, that took time. Also, there's apparently quests here. Some of these take... The side quests in some zones take a really long time. What are you? Where are you? Ah, a little further this way. So you're getting Applebee's then? No, aren't you a sight to behold? Rose to your cheeks, and a glimmer of optimism besides. Seems everywhere else I turn, people are sullen and dreary-eyed, trudging about as if the world was gonna end. Times are tough to be sure, but they're being a bit dramatic if you ask me. What they need is some cheer, something to warm their hearts and bodies in spite of this blistering cold. I think I got a recipe that'll cure what ails them if you're willing to help. If you see people sulking or surly or spoiling for a bout of fisticuffs, show 'em a bowl of this here soup. Send 'em this way. Well, as I always say, the surest way to the heart is through the stomach. So we got a couple of people to talk to, give them some soup. Oh, okay. Bye, Amy. I can have my armrest back now. Soup for the Wailing Widow. First, the cold biting winds of Carthus drove me away from my home. Now the war has taken my dear husband. I don't think I can go on alone. But what if you had some piping hot soup? Is that a bowl of soup? A warm meal would surely help calm my nerves. I think I'll have some. I've been driven from my home, and my husband is dead. But, a bowl of soup. Cannot expect to maintain public order if no one abides by the law. All I'm saying is that the rules are too damn strict. Quit bothering about the obvious and listen with those gargantuous Ellison ears. Or is your head too bloody thick to understand? What did you say? It'd have to be pretty good soup. How about what's that smell? Been arguing for so long, I'd forgotten how famished I was. Say there's soup by the holy stables? Suppose I could also do with a warm meal about now. And thanks for bringing word of this generous offering. Vamp, why don't you offer me bowls of soup? Where's my soup? I don't know. Apparently this fancy, solve everything soup. What's up, Bricked? The bleak nights of Ishgard have never felt colder for Bricked. You remember Osully, the young girl who deceived you for our firewood? I don't mean to alarm you, but her body was found this morning, huddled in that corner of the broom. No doubt her life was snuffed out by the cold of night. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. Contemptible though her actions have been, I won't deny that she was good at what she did. Chicken noodle. She could not afford firewood or even shelter for the night is unthinkable. How could this have happened? Word travels fast in the broom, and news of its greatest thief's passing has likely reached the taverns by now. See what you can glean from talk in the Forgotten Night. Failing that, you may find a clue among her belongings down in the broom. Meow. So cold, and I'm so hungry. I wish me mom was here. But what about soup? Well, anything is bland. Well-made chicken noodle soup, yes. Best soup. Looks awful tasty, mister, but I don't got any money. You say it's free? Oh boy, hope there's some left for me. I used to work as a cook in university dining hall, and one of the things I did was take their shitty chicken noodle soup recipe, which was the blandest goddamn thing on the planet, and make it not suck. Yeah, that's the word. Not suck. It's really not that hard. Ratty little pickpocket. I don't talk to her so much. She stopped to hear my grumbling. Can't say I recall hearing that name, though. I just returned from Camp Gluntop, and she overheard me griping about the place. She practically hung on my every word. Not that I had much to say. There's practically nothing to do here. Tending the crops, hours of mindless surveillance duty. The only thing to fear there is a slow, painful death from boredom. But anyway, the kid started to bother me after a while, so I told her to get lost. I think people just generally don't understand just how much seasoning you need to put into things. Also, one of my favorite jokes is Britain conquering the world for spices that they then proceeded to not use. Where are you? Where are you? There? Find a sack filled with all Sully's belongings. Among them you discover a sizable amount of guild and recruitment flyers for Camp Gluntop. She was trying to leave. What's that? You finished side quests in a zone and are ready to move on? Well, the next zone that you're going to has a couple of side quests waiting for you, so deal. Why can I not jump? Why can't I make that jump? It's not even that far, guys. I just want to talk to Emmerich. I'm gonna have to talk to House Fartomp tonight, but that's gonna be over by House Fartomp. Let's see. So the poor child was looking find peace in the sea of clouds. In light of all that has fallen Ishgard, I cannot blame her. She was made an orphan long ago by the war, and attacks by the Horde only grow more terrifying. A land free of dragons must have seemed a paradise to her. But dreams will guard no one from the chill of night. If only she had reached out to someone. Anyone at all. Would that I could turn back the hands of time. It saddens my heart to know she will never see her dreams made reality. Perhaps there's a way we can honor her courage. Did you take our things to Camp Cloud Top and set up a small memorial of sorts? Okay, so that's gonna be the next step in that. Wolves are neat, but you know what's neater than wolves? Cats. Then again, you started with a cat, so I guess I'll give you that credit. Ah, you returned. Ceramic and the others await you within. No? What's that? MSQ progression? There are a disgusting number of endangered animals, period.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
Interesting.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Such a careless key. How rude.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
So build a bigger boat. Ship. Whatever.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
Good question.
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Ramming speed?
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
This is the best idea I have, but I have no idea how to actually pull it off. But also, ramming speed. Sid, never change. Never change, Sid.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram.
Okay, so we can't turn the shield off, but what if we, like, fly a ship at it, like, really, really fast? Would that work?
Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Like a realm? Bottom. Shh. We're in Heavensward, though. No longer a realm reborn era. Oh. I guess it's always a realm reborn era now. Tataru. Where you at? This way? Okay, Tataru, what'd you find out? Welcome back, Archon. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? No. So you finally arrived at Azizla, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. Made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Archon. We'll get to Azizla yet. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? No? Shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarapin to have this tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It is there that you lost contact with Nephilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. Dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Oranje know to join us in Ul'dah. You'll be wished to be present as well. Yes, sir. Okay, I got a couple of things to do here real quickly. Whipped. Preparing everything, and then I should be able to talk to the innkeep. To go to the inn room. That's what I thought. When residing in inn room, you can now choose to cast glamours using items not only from your inventory, but also the stored in glamour dressers or armoires. Tossing some things into glamour dressers. Decent time for an ad to pop up when I'm doing something that doesn't require a lot of focus. I forgot one of the things I'm looking for in here. So Legionary Visor can go in there. Eye patch, nah. We're just gonna put things in until I run out of glamour. Spots. Brand new? No. Miqo'te vest, nah. Manderville Coteet. Evans turn Domo. Thornberry Body. Strife Vest. Aldros Karas. Tantalus Vest. Gloves. Okay, that's head, body, hand slots. Legs and feet. Manderville Bottoms, Heaven's Turn, Berry, Strife. And I'm out of Glamour Prisons. Okay, that's a decent chunk. We'll come back when we have more Glamour Prisons. We also have an Orchestrion. Oh, there's a summoning bell in here. Nice. We can go ahead and pull you out, I guess. Couple of Tiger Cods. And send you back in. Yeah, I know you're max level. Thank you. Wants me at the Hall of Flames.